What's up, people? Case West here with another reaction. Tonight I am excited and a little nervous. We're going to react to Creed 3. This intro might go long. Rocky, without a doubt, hands down, is my favorite franchise of all time. I grew up watching them. I had the VHS box set from 1 through 5. Yeah, 5 was included. Um, as a kid, 4 was always my favorite because it was probably the newest when I was that age. I think it came out maybe in the early 90s. And I was born in 87, so that was the newest. No, I'm sorry. I guess 5 would have been the newest. But even as a kid, I didn't like 5, which is funny now because I don't hate 5 now looking back as an adult. I've seen 1 through 5 more times than I can count. 1 through 3, especially. 4, I've seen probably more than any of them, but most of those viewings were when I was a kid. I love this franchise. I love Rocky. I can say with probably 99% certainty that Rocky Balboa is my favorite fictional character ever created. I love him. If everybody in the world could try to be more like Rocky, we'd have a better world. He is the embodiment of, I mean, one of his famous speeches in Rocky Balboa, uh, how hard can you get hit and keep moving forward? That is everything about Rocky Balboa summed up in one question. And what's funny is it what's the word? It manifests in the way he fights, right? He's not super slick and smooth and fast like Apollo. And he I mean, for the first probably, well, maybe even for all of them, he doesn't block. He just takes punches. And it's the same thing in the ring as it is in his life. He's starts from the bottom, he makes it to the top, and then he gets dropped to the bottom again, and he moves forward. He takes every hit that life throws at him. Um, I love him as a character. I think he's incredible. Him and Adrian, it's my favorite. And I wouldn't sit here and say that I have a lot of uh romance stories floating around in my head, right? That's not usually the genre that I gravitate towards, but they are my favorite on-screen romance of all time. I mean, the chemistry between those two actors is one thing. I mean, for me, they're a real couple for me, really. Like that's how I treat it. It I try to, and I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I walk around thinking this, but every now and then I will catch myself thinking, okay, what would Rocky do? Rocky is all heart, all love. Um, I could go on and on and on about this franchise and how much I love it. I watch a lot of reactors who are just now getting into the franchise too, and I love Paulie. I love watching these reactors hate Paulie in the beginning, and some of them still have some animosity towards him even by the time they get to Rocky Balboa. But for me, and probably part of it is nostalgic, growing up watching these. Excuse me. But for me, well, just simply for the fact that Paulie is a flawed character. I love characters who aren't perfect. I mean, we're talking about the real world. Not everybody's a good person. Some of it is based on circumstance. Paulie's always been kind of a grumpy dude. He thinks the world's out to get him. He's always been down in his luck. He's had some bad breaks along the way as well. Getting laid off in Rocky Balboa right before his retirement. I mean, he's been through it. But for me, the bigger purpose for Paulie is he serves as a reflection on Rocky. He's not easy to be around or easy to live with, and Rocky still loves him like a brother. That's what I love about Rocky. There's no hatred. I don't know that he hates anybody in any of these movies. I mean, he gets really angry at Tommy Gunn, the street fight. But even before that, when Tommy like betrays him and is fighting for the championship, he's still rooting for Tommy. I really do love Rocky Balboa. He's so pure and so good. Um, if I had to rank them, my films. I've tried to do this before, and it kind of fluctuates depending on the mood I'm in and what year. Without a doubt, my favorite is Rocky 2. Uh, and if I'm ranking these just on rewatchability and my personal favorites, I will go Rocky 2, Rocky 1, Creed, Rocky 3, and Rocky Balboa fluctuate for me right here. Kind of depends on what mood I'm in. I love Rocky 3 because it introduces us to Apollo as our teammate, as a friend. But Rocky Balboa's got so much heart and it's more modern. Um, but it's also sad. It's way more depressing. The first like 35, 40 minutes of that is just Rocky, seeing how Rocky's living now. And there's no Adrian. So if, it depends on what mood I'm in. Rocky 3, losing Mick. I mean, that's such man. See, like even right now, I put Rocky 3 above before Rocky Balboa. But every time I rewatch Rocky Balboa, I love it. I love the fight scenes in Rocky Balboa when they integrated HBO. They're way more realistic. I mean, there's some real punches in there as well, especially that final flurry before the bell rings. But Apollo becoming part of our team is such a good turn in the series. So let's say Rocky 2, Rocky 1, Creed. Creed is incredible. I I can rewatch Creed. I mean, I have probably when it first came out on DVD. I know for a fact I watched it 2 or 3 days in a row. Um, Ryan Coogler has such a swagger to his directing. It was a perfect opportunity for him to come along and write that story. Uh, I mean, I could sit here and talk about Creed, the first one, just for an hour, just that movie alone. I could probably do it about all of these movies, to be honest. But Creed was so good. It introduced so many new the little part where, and I should have said spoiler, but I'm assuming if you're watching this, you've seen all of them. When Adonis gets in the ring and he challenges one of the fighters for his Mustang, and he's like, "Here's the keys to Mustang." Um, we don't, as an audience, we don't know really where Adonis is yet as a fighter. We saw him fight in Mexico, and he knocked that guy out quickly, and he took his glove. He was taking his gloves off while the guy was being counted down. So we could see that he had uh, the skill, and that he knew that he had knocked that guy out. He had the confidence, but we don't really know where he's at. That's ballroom brawling as they call it. And then when he challenges the boxing ring or the boxing club or whatever, whoever can land a clean headshot gets my Mustang. And then it cuts to that guy and he says, "What do I got to put up for it?" And then it freeze frames and it has the layout, the text layout in front, and it shows us the guy's name, his nickname, his record, where he ranks. And then Adonis knocks him out. I think that guy ranked like 4 or 5 or something like that in the world. And so you go, oh, okay. So now we know he's better or as good as 4 or 5. And then he gets cocky and he says, "Who's next?" And it's Stuntman Wheeler. And it does the same thing and it shows us he's number 2. And you see kind of the blood drain out of Adonis's face and his face drops and he puts his headgear on. And you go, okay, so now we know. I mean, it was a beautifully executed way of telling us exactly where he was skill wise. And as soon as he and Wheeler start fighting, he dodges some really quick punches, some jabs, and you see Wheeler kind of go, okay. So we know he's got the speed, but then Wheeler tags him hard, and we get the point of view of we hear the ears ringing, and then you go, okay, so Adonis has got the speed, but he's never been hit by a true heavyweight, and so you go, all right, well, I know where he's at. And Coogler is such a good storyteller with things like that. He doesn't have to tell you. Like, it would have been very easy for somebody to to for them to explain where Donnie ranked in a less organic way, through exposition. But Coogler does it just through. I mean, if you're not paying attention, you don't really know. But the clues are there. Um, there are so many good scenes in that. When obviously Donnie's in the shadow of his father. When he's in his training montage after Rocky gets sick, we hear the I forget what song it is, the rap song that's playing, but he's running through the streets with the guys on the bikes, and then the music drops out, and we get the Rocky theme a little bit. And to me, the first gut instinct I got was like, okay, that's him running out of the shadow. He's finally accepting who he is, and he's becoming his own man. And that moment was beautiful. I'm pretty sure I probably got teary-eyed the first time I watched that. But my favorite scene in that whole movie is when he gets knocked out and he's laying on the canvas, and it cuts to his mom, Bianca, and Rocky. Real quick cuts. It's like his mom says, "Get up, baby." Cuts to Bianca, "Get up, D." Cuts to Rocky. No, actually, it does it in the reverse order, because it goes Rocky first, Bianca, his mom, then it flashes in the opposite order again. Shows his mom, I think, adopting him, shows his first kiss with Bianca, and then shows him helping Rocky battle cancer.
Donnie, get up!
Get up, D!
Come on, baby.
Stage!
And then cuts to his dad. And that brief little, his dad in the ring with Rocky, and he gives like a little jab, like a fake, and then boom, he pops up. And that was one of the most powerful scenes I've seen in this whole series. His dad's spirit is what woke him up from that. And I loved it. I get goosebumps just thinking about it. It's such a really, really good way to tell I don't know how to explain it. It's genius storytelling, in my opinion. That's what Ryan Coogler does so well. He gets me pumped up. Even Black Panther, he gets me absolutely pumped up. And I mean, let's face it, that if that movie hadn't been so successful, we might not be here right now. That breathed new life into the franchise. But and all that aside, my favorite scene in the whole series, Rocky, Creed, all of them, one of my favorite scenes of any movie. And sometimes I just go on YouTube and watch this scene, especially like when I'm working out or before I'm going to work out, is when Adrian wakes up from the coma in Rocky 2, and she's like, "There's something I want you to do for me." Because Rocky, at that point, he's training for the next fight with Apollo, but his head's not in it. And that becomes a theme throughout the movies, that if Adrian doesn't have his back, his head's not in it. But up until that point, we don't really see that. And he's like, "Hey, if you don't want me mixing with Creed, we'll figure it out. We'll make out some kind of other way." And she says, "There's something I want you to do for me." And she leans over and she says, "When?" And the first time I watched that as an adult, because I think that was lost on me as a kid. The first time I saw that as an adult, full body, I wanted to go out and not beat somebody up, but I wanted to go out and start working out. And to me, that says everything about their relationship. Rocky can do anything in the world if Adrian's behind him. He loves her that much, and she loves him and supports him that much. And then throughout the rest of the movies, there's so many good scenes of Adrian having to line him out. Rocky 3's got the one on the beach. Bianca and Adonis have a pretty good one in Creed. It's not near as emotional, but she's pretty much like, "You're Apollo's son, right?" He's like, "Yeah." She's like, "So use the name. It's yours." So I as you can tell, I love this franchise. I really do. Creed 2, I'll be honest, the first time I saw it was on a plane. It's not the best way to watch those, but I had a long flight and it was the only thing on there. And I watched it again. I don't know how much later it was, but like at home. And it's not as bad as I remember. I remember after the plane going, oh, that wasn't very good. But I was also holding it up to Creed 1 standards, and that's probably not fair because that's how good Ryan Coogler is. But after watching it again and watching some reactors react to it and picking up on stuff, it's not bad. My biggest complaint probably, well, the fight scenes are clearly CGI, like not CGI, but like green screen. They're not in a real arena. I don't even think I noticed that the first time, but I noticed it the second time, and that takes me out of it quite a bit, especially after Rocky Balboa, how they got HBO involved, and there's something so atmospheric about being in the actual ring. So that took me out. The boxer, I forget that guy's name. He was also in Shang-Chi, the Marvel movie. He's a little too big for me as a boxer. That's not realistic, so that took me out. But I like bringing Drago back. That whole movie is pretty much about relationships with your father. So I enjoyed the storyline there. Obviously he and Bianca had a kid, and Bianca's dealing with the hearing, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the kid has some hearing issues as well. So that was a good dynamic. It just wasn't as sharp. The writing wasn't as sharp. It just didn't have the swagger that Ryan Coogler brings. I mean, I know I say that word a lot, but that's the only way I can say it. His storytelling is so smooth, and you can feel his touch on all of that, down to the music, the lighting, just a lot of it. But Creed 2 wasn't terrible. And there's a deleted scene. I think it was deleted. I don't remember this being in the actual movie, where Adonis talks to Drago's son after the final fight, and he's like, you can't judge yourself based on one fight. And I like that. And I like that Drago and Rocky kind of give each other a head nod, like, okay, bury it. So there's definitely some good in that movie. As far as this movie goes, I've heard kind of mixed reviews. I've heard I'm not expecting it to be as good as Creed 1. I know it's Michael B. Jordan's first time directing, so I am interested to see how that goes. But keeping that in mind, I'll cut him some slack. I don't expect this to be like my favorite in the franchise. But I've heard it's got some writing issues. So the writing's not stellar. There's some directing stuff. I've also heard the music's great. I've heard there's a couple scenes where you like it's good enough to where you forget all that other stuff. And me personally, I'm a very visual viewer. If your writing's not great, it can't be terrible, but if it's not great and the acting's not great and the directing's not great, but you got a couple scenes that really blow me away visually, or just with good music, a good training montage, I will come back to that movie and revisit it. I can look past a lot of stuff if you give me a couple of really emotional and impactful scenes, then I'm good. And I've heard that this has got a couple. So I'm very excited. I've been putting this off for a long time, and I just talked for 20 minutes. So let's just jump right into it. Some West Coast vibes. That's definitely LA.
About to roll without you.
Come on, bro.
Where were they? They didn't look like the mansion.
Things just ain't the same for gangsters. Times has changed, but the strangest things can happen from
Is that
rapping.
Dre?
Niggas get wrapped up in image and acting. Niggas get capped up and wrapped in plastic.
That's already a good start. music.
Hey, Dame.
Oh, what's up?
Who's your friend?
My name's Johnny. Nice to meet you. How y'all doing today?
Focus up, man. Got plenty of time for that.
Low, high, man. You see that ring?
That's easy, man.
Man, I ain't even tell you who you got yet.
Come on, come on.
Oh shit.
Let's get it.
Michael Fishbone. Orthodox. Solid fighter. He do got a good jab. He overreaches, though. He tore his labrum last year playing football for Pally, so...
Make him miss.
Yeah, that right gonna be open. On you?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I like it. So even as a kid, he knew his stuff.
Damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's fighters for the regional Golden Gloves title. 6'2" from
Oh,
Pacific
shit.
Palisades, California, Michael Fitzbaum.
He bet on a first round
6'1",
knockout.
Fighting out of the Crenshaw district of Los Angeles, Diamond Dame Anderson.
Watch this. Checkmate.
And the winner by way of knockout, the new regional Golden Glove champion, Diamond Dave Anderson.
Give me one of them big ass diamonds. I'm gonna get you one too, little homie. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
No doubt, man.
Real.
No doubt.
You know, actually, I got you something, too. Belong to my pops. It's original.
Oh shit.
Rumble in the jungle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna get there one day. I'm gonna win nationals.
Damn, I don't think you should be
Taking
giving
home the gold at the Olympics.
that away.
And then I'm turning pro. Don't trip. You'll be right there with me. Shit, someone gotta carry my bags.
Bro, why you gotta play with me like that, bro?
So Duke recognized him.
Cherry pie.
Cherry pie?
Apple pie.
Oh shit.
Got you. Chili cheese fries?
They're finna get caught up in something.
Leon? Huh? Remember me, dude.
I'm supposed to remember.
Not so little anymore.
Oh shit.
Oh, my name's Johnny. You remember me now?
Damn.
South Africa as Adonis Creed battles his old rival in what Creed has said will be his final fight.
If he doesn't do something fast, he's going to end his historic career with another loss to Conor.
See, that's green. That's green screen. You can feel it.
Okay, same Creed. Ain't nothing changed.
Conlon stalking his prey, pushing Creed towards his goal.
You've got to wonder if the moment is getting to Creed here.
He can't stop him.
Hmm.
Creed getting out of the corner.
Oh, I like that.
Good jab.
Saw an opening.
Not phased at all. Keep that in his face. He's got him on the ropes. Clean shots landing. Creed taking quite a beating. Wow. Conlon almost had it.
Next round's gonna hit, chum. Next round's gonna hit.
So it's like he's just playing with him to find his opening.
Yo, what you smiling for, dog? He over there beating you worse than last time. Like, is something I missed? It's funny?
Yeah, man. Checkmate.
Checkmate. Oh, okay. You sure about that?
I never been scared of a little contact.
Down goes Conlon. He goes down. What a moment. And I don't think he's going to get up, Jessica.
Okay. So he's on top of the world. Should I put subtitles on for this? They have good chemistry as well.
This is hot.
No.
What you miss with? We used to anywhere. How about 12?
Next stop, Lamert Park.
I'm guessing when he beat that guy up, the cops came and they found the gun and he went to jail. You know, that fight scene wasn't terrible.
Wait there.
Can't just punch your way through Drago. We got a plan, so stick to it.
Oh, they're fighting Drago.
Make it work, boys. Make it work.
It's not only about power, it's timing, speed. Shit, you telling me?
No, I understand exactly what they're asking. Drago's got a bigger name, that's true. But Felix got the belt. His split's gotta be bigger. I don't care if they don't like it. Tell Drago to call me. Can I help you?
Let me get an autograph.
Nah, I ain't signing no autographs, but you get off my car.
Oh, homie. You don't remember me, huh? Come a long way from bumming rides from your mom.
Damn. Boy, you had me. Damien.
Yeah, just got back to the hood. Stopped by the old gym, but
Yeah, we upgraded a couple years ago.
see, I'm around. If you wanna catch up, you just let me know.
Where you about to head now?
Shit, back to the crib?
You got time to get some grub?
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, easy. Damn, bro.
You know how long it's been since I had this shit?
How long?
18 years, bro.
You been down this whole time?
Got a few years tacked on, but yeah. Rode you a few times.
You did? Where'd you send him?
Mama Creed's. She's still up in Bel Air?
Yeah, she's still there, same house. But I never got him.
You know I watched every one of your fights in the pen. You finally made it to Africa. Huh.
Seen that?
Saw that. Made me proud that you ended your run. Look like you still remember some of the moves I taught you.
You know what I remember? You knocking my ass out.
You know what I remember? Helping your big head back up. Remember that?
Yeah, you did.
All right, then.
Listen, if there's anything I can do for you, I can help. At all, just ask. I'm not talking about. You just came home. Whatever you need. All right, don't hesitate, bro.
Stop straight, bro. I'm good. I got it all situated. I ain't come to see you for no handout.
Not a meaning like that. It was just respect. what's the plan?
Same program last time you saw me. I want to be champ. I'm ready. Still got gas in the tank. And I gotta give me that chain. Can't be Diamond Dame looking bummy.
Diamond Dame. That's right. All right. Come by the gym. Get you set up with Duke.
For real?
Yeah. For real.
All right then. Thank you.
That was a good scene. Oh shit.
Okay, we are not doing this evening, okay? And just so we're straight, and everybody knows, I am not leaving my house. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And I really am fine. I promise you, I am not going to have another stroke tonight. Okay? Have it tomorrow night.
Mom, that's not funny.
Damn.
It's a little funny.
Then you're not helping. Just ran into this guy named Dame.
Damien. Who's he?
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa.
You gonna knock him out? Hurt him or something?
A lot of young cats in here.
Young man's game. Don't worry, Duke's gonna take care of you.
We back to ground zero.
Champs gotta start somewhere, right?
All right.
Oh shit. That was quick.
I'm just asking.
So you want to teach her how to fight? That's your advice?
If she's someplace she's supposed to be safe, and she's not, she won't know how to protect herself.
Where's that coming from?
Nowhere. It's just a fact.
Okay. Another fact is that I think as parents, it's actually our responsibility to teach her how to assess her emotions. You think that that has worked for you, but now that you don't have an outlet anymore, you should think about maybe talking about how you feel. If not to me, to somebody. Or I don't know, D, get a hobby.
Okay, I'll get a hobby.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you. I'm gonna go down to the studio, I'm gonna start laying tracks with you.
That's not funny, D. Look, I know that you think that you are protecting her baby, but she has got to know why she wants to fight, not just how to do it. And the only solution to every problem is not a punch in the face.
Yeah, you're right. And sometimes it is. Okay, I see you made it all right.
Oh yeah, I just asked him where the black family live at. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What's up?
There's other ones around.
I ain't seen none. Here you go.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Miss Bianca.
Pleasure.
You never bought me no flowers.
But you ain't kiss.
Oh, no, I'm okay. No, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right.
Hey, y'all got a beautiful home.
Thank you.
Whoa. All right.
Mara.
Mara.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
She says you too.
Oh, hell yeah. How many gold records you got?
I have a few.
She being modest. She being real modest.
You know, but it's mostly artists I produce, but yeah, I got some.
And she produces.
She does.
Donnie, you punching up. So, Miss Producer, when's your next show?
I don't really perform like that these days. Yeah, I took a break because I was having some issues with my hearing on stage. And now I'm trying to be careful and preserve what I got left. So I'm producing.
Still hard to get that part up, though. Right?
Yeah, it's not the only thing I love, but it takes work.
It's an adjustment. The both of us.
So, how long have you known each other?
I mean, we go back, way back. We was like brothers. Shared a room for 2 years at the Jeff.
Yeah, something like that.
You know how when he went off and got all Hollywood.
The Jeff, right.
Yeah, the group home. You moved back out here to the boonies. Used to love coming out to the hood. Now you all
What?
domesticated and shit.
Come on. See what happens when you get married.
Yo, all right, bro.
The women run this household. I just live here. Like, I got soft or something, like I lost it. Sneak attack.
Hey, whoa. Okay, I see the champ still got some pepper in him.
All I'm saying is, I left boxing, but boxing didn't leave me.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, look, I know you guys shipped around and whatnot, but I keep my stuff together just to be some punching bag for some chump. Maybe I ain't make myself clear. I want a title shot.
Damn. I don't know what you think, but it don't work like that.
Felix so cold, what he got to lose? What you got to lose?
What, you think I could just snap my fingers and make you a contender overnight?
Ain't that what happened to you? Look, all I'm saying, bro, if Apollo Creed could take a chance on some underdog, why can't you?
I like that.
He asked me to fight Felix.
For real?
Yeah, heavyweight champion of the world. And he wants a shot.
So what'd you say?
Said no.
Why does it look like you're still considering it?
I like this shot.
All right. Work him against the rope. Yeah. Work him. Stay in front of him, baby. Cut off that ring. Come on.
That's right.
Look at me, man. You and your own in there. Let's go.
Come on, mijo. Stay on him.
Keep fighting. Let's go.
Who is that woman? Is that his mom?
Okay. Clinch. Let's do it.
Hey!
Who's that? Hey.
You keep it clean, huh?
Yo, man. What you trying to do, hurt me?
Walk it off, little man. You ain't built like that,
Little man. Who you calling little man? Who you calling little man?
Step out.
Mike,
Let's
you.
go. Mark, get up. Mark. Get in there.
I told you what I wanted, D. And I told you it was gonna take some time. All right? Go take a walk. Get some air. All right?
Hey, Adonis.
Hey, dude, calm down.
This was a mistake. I told you right away it was a mistake.
I got it.
You don't. You let him come in here with a chip on his shoulder. That's exactly.
Don't get quiet now, Dookie.
Man, it's okay. Relax. I know, I got you. I know. Just let it go. Okay?
that there's something lurking in the dark, and it just feels like shadows keep following me.
How many other things in here you should be looking at?
All right, for you, bro. Yeah. Congrats, boy.
Oh, Drago.
Now those two, Chavez, Drago, I'm gonna make sure that's the fight of the year.
So, how's it feel
What's that?
having somebody else sing your song?
It feels good. I mean, if it's gotta be anybody, not bad.
Yeah, I almost believe you. How about Donnie? Think he misses boxing?
No, not that he tells me.
Would he? Got into a fight. Had a few priors. Pulled a gun. Donnie was there, he can tell you. You know. Donnie pop off. And I ain't saying dude ain't deserve it, but
Who's dude?
the name was Leon. The rest of it, we gonna leave to Donnie to tell you. Ain't really my place. Feel me? But it's like you say, you know, it take work to look at the past.
Oh shit. Now he needs a fighter.
No. Fractures to his right arm and hand, and his injuries now throw into doubt his participation in next month's highly anticipated.
They got Drago looking more like a boxer. He looks like he's lost some weight, not near as bulky.
It's not about just finding another fighter.
Since taking over the famous Delphi Academy with his longtime trainer and partner, Little Duke Burton, Adonis Creed has trained and mentored the next generation of boxing legends.
Adonis always looked out. We family.
But the brightest jewel in Creed Athletics' crown is undoubtedly Felix Chavez.
I like this.
I'm a warrior.
It's not HBO, but
Until I take you
close
out,
enough.
I'm not gonna stop.
Before I got locked up, I was the highest ranking amateur in boxing. Ever.
Diamond Damian Anderson was once a heralded Golden Glove champion from the Crenshaw district of Los Angeles, California. But after almost 2 decades behind bars, he's only now making his professional debut.
It's the longest hiatus in the history of boxing, because I'm back now.
The future of 2 fighters hangs in the balance. Creed Athletics is promoting the most surprising fight of the year.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Crypto.com arena.
Nobody's in Dame's locker room.
Yeah. Gentlemen?
Diamond. Dame. Anderson.
City finally got you out of those chains.
How'd that look?
Look lighter.
Thank you.
You ain't gotta thank me. Just go out there and put on.
For sure.
And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance, and boxing fans join
That was interesting.
around the world. Here we go. All my life, grinding all my life.
This guy is a true product of Creed Athletics. A proud
I'm enjoying this so far. It's not
for this evening's unlikely
it's not as good as Creed, but I think we knew that. It's about on par with Creed 2.
Introducing to you first on my right.
Man, I hope nothing happens to her.
Here is the former Golden Gloves champion, Diamond Damian.
I like the scenes with Dame and Donnie so far. I think they have a good chemistry as like old friends.
With a record of 15 wins and 1 loss, he has 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing Felix.
See, that's what I was talking about. See how they told us how many wins, knockouts, blah, 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 which is what they do in a fight. In Creed, they just put that on the screen and showed you.
Protect yourself at all times. Obey my command.
Ooh, I like this.
God bless you both.
Touch up.
That was cool.
Brookdale.com Arena. Chavez starts out aggressive on the hunt.
The boxing's pretty good.
To Anderson of what he has in store. But Anderson
Choreography wise. Ooh.
Chavez walks him down. Oh, wow. What an awkward punch. That looked intentional.
Where'd that power go?
It ain't nothing. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Hands up. You ain't got that nice swing, boy.
I mean, is that legal, I guess? I don't really know. Never seen anything like that. You can punch anywhere. I mean, except below the belt. Oh, now that's not legal.
Some dangerous punches to end the first. This round, you got bruises on your face already, man. Come on, you better than that, champ. Stick to the script, baby.
You want to see him. I like that. He saw that flinch.
Chavez is already back on the attack.
There we go, champ.
That uppercut was awkward.
Chavez is back in the fight. Wow, that looked deliberate. The ref needs to get control before this gets out of hand. If anyone was wondering what kind of fight this would be, seems like Anderson is out.
He's got an odd blocking style. I never seen that.
Let's hope Chavez can make it back to his corner and adjust. Big right hand
Ooh. That hurt.
Let me get that mouthpiece.
Oh shit. Knocked his tooth out.
Round after round. Hey, champ. Good? Can you still go? Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Let's go. Vamos.
He knocked his damn tooth out in his mouthpiece. That's pretty gruesome.
Another shot to that left arm.
You brought her to a fight. You can't cover her eyes now.
Some serious trouble.
I gotta take her deep, okay?
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, what a shot by Anderson! Down goes Chavez! Chavez is not getting back up. Oh, no. You don't want to see that. Chavez is down and appears to be badly hurt.
By way of spectacular knockout, and he is the new unified heavyweight champion of the world, Diamond Damian Anderson.
Bro. What's up, bro? Right? Right?
Wait, what happened? Is she going to get the letters?
We gotta make this right.
No.
Whatever I can do.
I told you, dog, already. Ain't no making nothing right. Ain't no Duke, nothing.
You still at the hospital? He's stable. I figured I'd get out of there and give him some space.
Maybe smart.
What's all this?
Oh, shit.
You kept these from me?
To help you move on? Yes, I did.
Mom, how could you?
I was trying to protect you.
Protect me from what? Damien was my brother.
No, Donnie. Not in that facility where you were caged like an animal. Did you think that I was going to let you go back to that?
You made him think I abandoned him. You treated me more like family than your two kids ever did in this house. And you took that away from me. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for you.
You're absolutely right. There may have been a time when Damien had your back. But that's not what he's doing now.
Who is that? I recognize that face, but
Hands off me. Hands off me. Hold up.
It's like, what up, bro? Come here.
You've been playing me this whole time.
Guess you did get them letters, huh?
Why'd you lie to me? I vouched for you. I brought you into my home, bruh. You met my family. I put money up for you.
I'm the champ! And I don't need you for nothing or nothing. Who alone now? Yeah, that's right. Run away. Run away. That's the one thing you're still good at. Baby Creed.
oh shit.
What was that? Oh. What'd you call me?
Oh, you mad? You mad? I'm coming for it all.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you threatening me?
Oh, shit.
Ain't no threats here, bro. Just promises here, homie. Come here, let me see.
Hands off me.
Oh, you all right?
See, but I
Aloha.
got a problem with that because Donnie would hit him, no doubt. Maybe that's supposed to be some sign of growth.
Where were you all night?
I gotta figure out who that is in the picture. I recognize him. That's it. Okay. That's the guy that attacked Drago and broke his hand. So Dame planned that. They should have done a better job at showing us his face. All we saw was him on the news. That would have played a lot better. But I didn't see that coming.
Nothing.
Are you okay?
Not today. I ain't got time for a therapy session.
Damn, just
Oh,
talk
okay,
to
well,
your
then what
wife.
do you have time for? Let me know. Because I've been trying to talk to you for a really long time, Donnie.
Sure.
All right? Is it about Leon?
What? Who told you that?
Dame?
Yeah, we still
Is
don't
there
know
something else you want to tell me?
who Leon was.
Dee, you have got to open up at some point.
I've been trying to forget it. It's dead. Leave it. Leave it. Let it lie. Not talking about that shit no more.
Is her hear? I wonder if her hearing loss is 100%.
You figure out your shit, D. Because what cannot happen is her seeing you like this. Do you understand?
Hey, what y'all doing in there? Stay! Adonis!
Leon, stop!
Come on, fight me!
Leon, I'm sorry.
Y'all so tough, huh?
Leon beat him up.
Hey, get off! Yeah, you know what it is, homie.
Step away from the gun! Step away from the gun!
Stay down, stay down.
Hey, Mom.
Adonis, baby, you gotta get here right away.
Oh,
Mom
shit.
had another stroke. They're saying multiple organ failures. I don't know, D. I think it might be time to say goodbye.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
The day I met you. Oh, that face. You were so mad. Gonna knock everybody out one by one. Just like your father. I was angry. I was so angry when you left me, Apollo. Why did you leave me alone? Adonis. That's his name. He saved me, Apollo. He helped me to forgive you.
I'm sorry. Just tell me what to do. Okay.
That was powerful.
It's okay.
No, it's not. It's just when Dame came back, all this shit came back too. But you're always really good at that. Feelings. It comes easy to you.
Doesn't come easy to me. It doesn't. I still got a lot of stuff that I'm trying to figure out. And I don't always know how to talk about it either. You know, Marianne was the closest thing I've had to a mom in a really long time. I could talk to her. Now she's gone. And when I stopped performing, it was really hard to accept that my dreams didn't turn out the way that I imagined that they would. And that still hurts me.
Leon was the dad at the group home where I live with Dame. I'm not saying me and Dame were angels. Okay? But no kid deserves to get beat on like we did. His boys jumped on me.
So Dame pulled a gun. Cops pulled up. Tried to run. Dame got caught. I got away. I ran.
You were a kid. You were scared anybody would have
But he didn't run in the flashback.
Adonis, that's not on you.
Yeah, but when he went down, I didn't reach out. There's only one way that Dame's gonna listen.
If that's what you gotta do, then all right.
At 26-1, he's a former heavyweight champion of the world, one of the greatest fighters in the history of boxing. The one and only Adonis Creed is sitting right next to me. Welcome to the show, my man. How you doing?
We run our own family.
Dame, not like this, or you lost it. All right, I challenge you for the heavyweight championship of the world. You and me. Run it. Run it!
Oh, hell yes. Y'all heard it here first. I know I can't wait for
Run it.
Champ is here. Y'all better turn it up.
Here we go, folks.
Slip. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I got you.
Slow, D. The higher you get, the harder it gets. That's life. That's this run.
Let's go. Tug of war. Old school.
Right here. Let's go. Over and over.
Push.
There you go. There you go. Come on, man. Stop thinking so much, man. Get your head in the game.
You see that man right there?
Damn, he looking old.
How's that? What'd you get? Good enough to beat you.
Your hands up.
That dude's got 80 pounds on him.
Climbing gold gilded stairs, dripping blood from my hands, fighting through all this fear. Feel like I'm left for dead.
Oh, he did run.
Heart so
Cool.
hollow, heavy is the head that wears the crown.
It's that time. Things just ain't the same for young Jermaine, still underrated, but far from underpaid. And though some problems did fade, the hunger stayed. These stomach rumbles could humble thunder. I'm still fueled by the ones that slumber, to stand out amongst the one-hit wonders. About Under Armour, reach you a goner, arms crossed and coughing like you was from Wakanda. God's favorite accumulated a ton of karma. As seen by me thumbing through green, I become a gardener. Pulling up in a supercharger, me and two things like a double entendre.
I see you, boy.
He's pulling a damn blank.
Where is he?
Welcome to Los Angeles for one of the most highly anticipated
Dodger Stadium.
bouts in years.
That's a pretty good training montage. This movie, after Marianne passed, has been much better than the first half. I like that he brought Drago in to spar with. Listening to Rocky. It would be nice if we got a little Rocky flashback, like Rocky used to get with Mick.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap last time that I checked. That's last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, and the power and the hoes come next. Last time that I checked.
The fight starts now!
Who is this guy? I've never seen him
Introducing
before.
first, the challenger, fighting out of the Delphi Gym.
Both receive your instructions in your dressing room. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times, above all, protect yourself at all times. Let's go.
You on your own now, little Donnie.
Nope, nope.
Anderson gets first blood with a nasty shot to the arm of Creed. Both fighters sizing each other up, and boom, a jab to the face lands, and Creed is going to tie him up. I'd give that round to Anderson with an impressive start here.
All right, look, Donnie. I'll see you in a minute. Don't worry, I'll be right back.
Way to hang out there, wear him out. Look, boy a punk. You see you not scared.
Stop running, Donnie.
Low blow.
Here he comes.
Keep him up, keep him up.
That cheap shit all you got, old man? Huh? Can't beat me heads up? Thought this shit was gonna be easy.
What an exciting close to round two in the Battle of LA. Both men giving us some tremendous blow.
Oh, interesting. Such a weird blocking style. Oh, that's wild.
What did we just witness? An incredible end to round 11. This fight feels dead even.
Round 11.
Tension. This is history spilling into the ring. What an emotionally draining war here in Los Angeles.
Oof. Ooh, that hurt.
A massive body shot, and he's down on a knee.
Yeah, that hurt.
Get up, boy!
Get up, D.
And he's up.
Come to me, come to me. You all right? You all right? Want to continue?
Yeah, let's go.
Creed beats the count, but here comes Dave Anderson down. Anderson is down.
The Rocky theme. This is what I want to see.
Guess you did learn a few moves without me. Damn, I'm sorry. All those years, never checked up on you. That's on me. We were just kids, bro. It ain't on you. None of it. It wasn't on you either. All right, go ahead then, man. Family and everybody waiting on you. You know where to find me if you need me.
He just knocks her out one shot.
We have a new jam.
I've been waiting all my life. I've been spending all my nights.
Okay, that was Creed 3. I think I might have enjoyed that more than Creed 2. And it didn't even have Rocky in it. It's about what I expected. I don't think it was as good as Creed 1 by any means, but it was not bad by any means either. For a directorial debut, I think this is Michael B. Jordan's debut as a director. Very good. Very good. The writing, there could have been I would almost have to go back and rewatch it because my complaints are so small. I liked the opening, showing them as kids. Jonathan Majors was excellent. Michael B. Jordan was excellent. The emotional scenes hit and were done really well. Losing his mom, that was really good. That everything after that, especially him and Bianca sitting down and having the heart-to-heart, that was really well done. I wish there would have been a little more subtlety with Jonathan Majors' character with Dame. It's Jonathan Majors, right? I think so. I like how they ended the conversation they had. That got me emotional. But he was so aggressively the bad guy leading up to that it almost didn't feel natural. Like I wish it had been a little more subtle. He didn't have to be quite as, I mean, I'm coming for everything type, like when they both said, it's on me, when Donnie said it's on me, and he said no, it's not on you, and Dame said it's not on, or and Donnie said it's not on you either. That idea should have been played with earlier in the movie. We should have seen more conversations. This is my opinion. I shouldn't say should have, but in my opinion, I would have liked to have seen more conversations between them that discussed that and that showed that they were both feeling those feelings. Because all we saw, we knew that Donnie was feeling that way, that he was torn on, he did leave Dame high and dry and didn't check up on him. But Dame, from what we saw, was just purely angry. We didn't see any kind of hesitation from him on that. We didn't see him questioning things. It would have been nice to see that. It would have felt a little more earned there at the end. But I liked that final scene between those two. The fight choreography, I thought was pretty good. I think the fight choreography was better than Creed 2. Again, they were fighting in front of a green screen. That always takes me out of it. You can just feel it now. Or I should say you, but I can feel it. And it just loses the atmosphere. The sound doesn't feel the same. It just doesn't feel the same. I like what they did in the fight. There were some interesting moments where we saw the first two rounds, I think, and then from those rounds to 11, we saw the bars from prison show up. We saw the punching bag show up from when they were in group home. So that was interesting. I love these Rocky movies because in each one of them they do something a little bit different. They push the envelope a little bit as far as what might work. I think in Rocky 4, Rocky 4 was so uniquely different than the first three, but specifically in Rocky 5, when they have the street fight, for one, that was a big change. We see a street fight, but then you see a lot of black and white, and they do some weird camera movements in that street fight. Rocky Balboa does the same thing. You see black and white, but only the blood is red. No, maybe Rocky 5, you may not see black and white, but you get flashbacks of Mickey yelling, which was new. Creed did a lot of new things. Creed 2, I'm trying to remember if Creed 2 did anything like quote unquote fresh that sticks out in my mind. I've seen that one fewest of all of them, so nothing really pops out to me. What else in this movie? The montage, the training montage was good, but it went from the first 3/4 of the movie, Donnie was not even thinking about fighting, and then all of a sudden now he's fighting, and now we're training. Now within that training montage, it showed him training. He got beat up by Drago, and it showed him have his moment where he falls, and then he has to rise from that, and he continues training, and that's a staple in all these movies. Rocky trains, he hits a wall, and he's having issues. Usually it's because Adrian's not on his side, and then he gets Adrian on his side again or behind him again, and his training continues and he gets better. So they did that, but it almost felt too short, again, almost unearned, because it was so quick. If we had seen Donnie fight early in the movie and lose, we would have seen a training montage, him fight and lose, and then a new training montage, and then him fight and win. It would have felt a little more earned. But we've also seen that multiple times in this franchise, so I can understand why they stayed away from that. One thing that didn't hit as well as it could have, well, two things really. The Polaroid, the picture where we see Dame holding hands. We see Dame locked up with that guy in prison, and he's the one who broke Drago's hand. That mugshot that they showed for him was so quick that I didn't put it together. They should have made more of an effort to connect those dots for us. I had to look it up, and when I looked it up, apparently I wasn't the only person who had that question. I like that plot device and that he was scheming the whole time, but they could have made that more clear. In the beginning, another thing they also didn't sell me on was the fact that Donnie is now undisputed heavyweight and has defended his champion and defended his title multiple times. You know, they opened Rocky 3 that way with Rocky being on top, but they showed Rocky quickly fighting multiple different people, and it was a little more believable. We saw Rocky at the end of Rocky 2 was still poor. Rocky 3 opens with that montage, and now he's wearing suits. He's in a mansion. Rocky 2 or Creed 2, Creed's already rich. Creed's already won the championship, and maybe not rich is rich is the right word, because he's living with Marianne, so he was rich anyways. So when we see him in the beginning of this movie, there's not enough change, and we don't have a montage of him fighting. We just get exposition that he's now the champion and he's defended his title however many times, and it just didn't hit. And you know, that's a decision. I don't think it really hurt the movie in any way, but it would have been easier to believe, because you know, now the first 45 minutes of the movie we see him running the gym, he's controlling the boxer, he's now setting up the fights, and unfortunately I still kind of see him as a newbie, right? Like he's still new in the game. I don't see him as the grizzled old war dog who's now transitioning into behind the scenes, and he's got to come. So, you know, the fact that he's got to come back and fight, that would have played better if we had seen him and believed him to not be fighting for the last 5 years or whatever it was. Again, I'm nitpicking, guys. This is my favorite. Rocky is my favorite saga of all time, so I'm going to nitpick the crap out of this. As far as the movie, do I think it was a bad movie? No, not at all. There were some great music montages. This movie opened with a fantastic music montage. I'm a sucker for that. If you put good music on top of good visuals and it's got a flow to it, and I'm going to be into it. And it was West Coast beats. I love West Coast rap, West Coast hip hop. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. The dialogue wasn't bad. I didn't see any problem with the dialogue at all. You know, the writing wasn't super sharp, but it wasn't terrible. All the scenes with Dame and Donnie, I really liked their chemistry as old friends. Again, I think Jonathan Majors outshined everyone, but just barely. I still think that Michael B. Jordan did a really good job. There were some really good emotional scenes in this. But Dame being kind of this down on his luck, like you really do feel sorry for him, especially in the beginning. Like you can tell he feels out of place when he's at the party. You know, he feels like his window's passed him by. He doesn't want a handout. And you know, then when you find out he's been scheming, it kind of he kind of has a turn, right? After you find that out and he wins, he turns into the big baddie. Now he's the main protagonist or antagonist. Again, could have been a little more subtle with that, but you know, I do like that they left it open-ended at the end, that maybe there's going to be, you know, she said, you know where to find me. Now, Jonathan Majors has been in the news recently for some domestic abuse, so I got a feeling he's not going to be coming back. But yeah, overall, I didn't think it was a bad movie at all. I still think, I mean, obviously, I think Creed 1 was better, but I think this movie I enjoyed more than Creed 2. And it didn't even have Rocky. I do wish, I don't know where they are with that. I don't know if Rocky is done with this or Sylvester Stallone is done with this now, but it would have been nice to have like a little flashback of Rocky, you know, telling him something in the moment. What else? The Marianne passing, that was a really powerful scene. I like that they're bringing his daughter in. I have a feeling they're going to pursue that storyline, that she will eventually become a boxer. there were a couple of, like in the scene where it shows the flashback of Dame pulling the gun and Donnie's standing there and the police show up. And then we cut to right after the funeral, Donnie's talking to Bianca and he's like, I ran. We didn't see him run. So that was confusing. And then they show the rest of the flashback and he does run. I think that should have been done differently. You don't ever want your audience questioning, because for the next 30 seconds, a minute, whatever, I'm thinking, well, that doesn't make sense. And it took me out of the moment. They should have shown him running and then should have shown him saying, I ran. There were that, you know, that the fact that they did it the way they did it, there's not enough tension build there. Like, there's no reveal. So revealing that he actually did run, we didn't think that he was lying to Bianca when he said that. So it didn't make any sense to reveal it after he'd already said it. It should have shown us first, in my opinion. So there was some small stuff like that. I don't know if that's an editing, a directing thing. But there were a couple of little storytelling tweaks that could have been made, I think. The fact that this is his first movie, I think he did a great job. I really do. That's actually, I think, pretty impressive. I liked it. I honestly will probably give it a few months and come back to it. There's enough scenes in there that I enjoyed. Mainly the music montages. When the music drops, especially that first training montage, not the first one, I'm sorry, the second one, when they're training for each other. I thought that was done really well. Well, it's late here, and I mean, honestly, I could sit here and talk about not just this movie, but the Rocky franchise again. I could sit here for an hour. I could break down every movie. I could talk about all of it. But I just do not have the time for that, and I don't think you guys want to hear it. So that's going to do it for me. As always, feel free, like, subscribe, comment if you enjoyed it. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you.